Ladies and gentlemen, we've all heard the phrase, hard work is the key to success, but what if I told you that hard work, while essential, is not the only ingredient in the recipe for success? Picture this, you're rowing a boat with all your might, sweating and straining. But if the boat is pointed in the wrong direction, will your effort take you where you want to go? Hard work is like fuel, it powers you forward, but without the right direction, strategy, and mindset, you could be spinning your wheels endlessly. Today, I want to share why hard work alone won't guarantee success and what else you need to add to the equation. Success is a combination of many factors, and hard work is just one piece of the puzzle. You need vision, strategy, the right people around you, and most importantly, personal growth. So let's break this down into 10 key principles to guide you toward lasting success. Hard work without a clear vision is like running on a treadmill, plenty of effort, but no real progress. You need to know where you're going before you start working. Hard effort without knowledge can lead to wasted time. Invest in learning, improving, and refining your skills. Hard work becomes effective when paired with expertise. Success doesn't come from simply working harder, it comes from working smarter. Focus your energy on the actions that yield the highest results. No one succeeds alone. Relationships open doors that hard work can't. Surround yourself with mentors, allies, and like-minded individuals who can lift you higher. The world is constantly changing. Hard work in the wrong direction can leave you obsolete. Be flexible, open to change, and willing to pivot when necessary. Hard work is often intense, but discipline and consistency are what sustain you. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. Hard work alone won't overcome a poor mindset. Cultivate resilience, optimism, and the belief that you can succeed even when the odds are against you. Effort without reflection leads to repeated mistakes. Analyze your failures, learn from them, and let them refine your approach. Hard work feels like a burden when it's not tied to a meaningful purpose. Align your efforts with your values and what truly matters to you. Working hard is admirable, but leveraging tools, systems, and people multiplies your efforts. Success comes when you combine effort with influence. Clarity of vision is the foundation of all achievement. Imagine setting out on a journey without knowing where you're headed. You could travel for miles, work tirelessly, and still end up far from where you wanted to be simply because you never defined the destination. Success begins with the ability to see where you want to go. It's not about vague dreams or fleeting desires, it's about creating a vivid picture in your mind of what you truly want to achieve. Take the time to ask yourself, what does success look like for me? Define it in detail. Is it financial independence, a thriving business, stronger relationships, or personal growth? Whatever it is, make it specific. Don't settle for I want to do well or I want to make money. Set clear goals, know the number, the timeline, the plan. When your vision is precise, your efforts have a clear direction. Clarity also means understanding why you want what you're pursuing. What's the deeper purpose driving you? If the vision isn't meaningful, it's easy to lose motivation when challenges arise. But when your vision is fueled by a deep sense of purpose, it becomes a source of energy and focus. It's what keeps you going when the road gets tough. Remember, life rewards the intentional, not just the busy. Clarity of vision allows you to focus your hard work on what truly matters, ensuring that every effort you make is a step closer to your ultimate destination. So take the time to visualize, to plan, and to aim with precision, because a clear vision turns ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Knowledge and skills are the tools that turn ambition into accomplishment. Think about it, you can be the hardest worker in the room, putting in hours, giving it your all. But if you lack the necessary knowledge and skills, your efforts may be misdirected. It's like trying to build a house without the proper tools or understanding of construction. You can't just work harder and expect the same results. You need the right tools, and that comes from learning and developing yourself. Success isn't just about working long hours, it's about working with intelligence and expertise. The more you know, the more effective your actions become. This is why reading, studying, attending seminars, and learning from those who've walked the path before you are essential. Never stop acquiring knowledge. Invest in yourself through continuous learning. The world is constantly evolving, and the most successful people are the ones who make it a point to stay ahead of the curve. But it's not enough to just gather information. You need to turn that information into action. Knowledge without application is wasted. Skills need to be owned through practice, trial, and error. You develop competence through repetition, discipline, and focus. The more skilled you become, the less effort it takes to achieve extraordinary results. It's also about understanding that skills are not just technical. Emotional intelligence, communication, problem solving, and leadership are just as important. These are the skills that allow you to build relationships, inspire others, and influence outcomes. In short, knowledge and skills are what make your hard work count. They give your efforts direction and purpose, making it possible to achieve far more than if you were simply relying on raw effort alone. The key to success is not only working hard, but working smart, with the wisdom and capability to turn your vision into reality. Strategic action is where hard work meets intelligence. It's about understanding that not all actions are created equal. Some will propel you forward at an incredible pace, while others will waste your time and resources. Working hard is important, but working in the right way, on the right things at the right time, is what truly leads to success. Too many people think that if they simply keep moving, they'll eventually get where they want to go. But the truth is, if you don't have a plan, you're just moving in circles. Success requires more than just effort, it requires focus. You need to know what actions will bring you the greatest returns. Strategic action is about prioritizing your efforts, setting clear, actionable steps, and consistently executing those steps with purpose. It's about knowing that not everything on your to-do list deserves your attention. The key is identifying what matters most and dedicating your time and energy to those high-impact tasks. It also means being proactive. Success doesn't wait around for you, it requires anticipation and preparation. You need to be ahead of the curve, ready to tackle challenges before they become problems. This involves planning your next steps well in advance, so when opportunities arise, you're not scrambling, you're prepared to seize them. Strategic action also involves leveraging your resources. It's about being resourceful, using what you have where you are, and making the best possible use of your time, energy, and relationships. Every action should be intentional, and every move should be made with a clear understanding of its potential impact. In the end, strategic action is the bridge between effort and results. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's the difference between running in place and moving toward the future you've envisioned. If you can master this, your hard work will no longer feel like an endless grind. Instead, you'll feel a sense of momentum as each calculated action brings you one step closer to the success you've planned for. The power of networking is one of the most underestimated forces in the pursuit of success. The truth is, no one achieves anything of significance on their own. You may have talent, you may have ambition, but without the right connections, you'll often find yourself limited in how far you can go. Success is not just about what you know, it's about who you know and how well you know them. You can work as hard as you want, but without the right people around you, it's like building a house without a blueprint. It's the people you connect with who open doors, provide insights, and offer opportunities that you may never have found on your own. Networking isn't just about collecting business cards or connecting on social media, it's about building meaningful relationships with those who can help you grow, learn, and succeed. True networking goes beyond transactional exchanges, it's about giving first. When you add value to others' lives, you build trust, and trust is the currency of lasting relationships. You need to be genuinely interested in helping others, and in return, those connections will open up avenues for you. The relationships you cultivate today will be the ones that pay dividends tomorrow. This means that when you surround yourself with the right people, you don't just benefit from their knowledge and experience, you benefit from their network as well. One connection can introduce you to 10 others, and each of those may lead to new opportunities, partnerships, or insights. This ripple effect can be the difference between average results and extraordinary success. Remember, networking is not about quantity, it's about quality. A few strong, meaningful relationships are far more valuable than hundreds of superficial ones. Take the time to nurture these relationships, to stay in touch, and to help others as much as they help you. In the end, networking is not just about growing your circle, it's about creating a network that supports your growth. It's about surrounding yourself with people who will challenge you, inspire you, and hold you accountable. When you truly understand the power of networking, you realize that success is rarely a solo journey. It's one that's powered by the people you know, the relationships you build, and the influence you create together. Adaptability is one of the most critical traits you can develop if you want to achieve long-term success. The world around us is constantly changing, and if you're not flexible, you'll find yourself falling behind. It doesn't matter how hard you work or how skilled you are, if you're unwilling to adapt to new circumstances, new technologies, or new ways of thinking, you'll be left in the dust. Too many people get comfortable in their routines, relying on what has worked in the past. But success doesn't live in yesterday's solutions. What worked for you yesterday might not work today. The marketplace, your competition, and even your own goals are constantly evolving. And if you aren't evolving along with them, you risk becoming irrelevant. Adaptability means embracing change, not resisting it. It's about being open to new ideas, new methods, and new perspectives. It's about having the courage to step out of your comfort zone and try something different when the old ways no longer serve you. The most successful people are the ones who can pivot when necessary, who can quickly recognize when something isn't working and make the necessary adjustments. Being adaptable also means having the humility to learn. You must be willing to unlearn old habits and beliefs if they're no longer helping you grow. Success requires constant reinvention, both professionally and personally. Those who remain rigid in their thinking and approach are often left playing catch-up while others race ahead. The world moves fast, and if you aren't moving with it, you'll be left wondering why you're not getting the results you want. But adaptability doesn't just mean changing with the times, it means proactively anticipating change and being prepared to navigate it. It's about positioning yourself for success before the storm hits, so when the winds shift, you're already ready. In the end, adaptability isn't just a survival skill, it's a success skill. The more flexible you are, the more opportunities you'll be able to take advantage of. The world belongs to those who can bend without breaking, who can turn challenges into advantages, and who can always adjust their course toward their goals, no matter how the winds are blowing. Discipline and consistency are the twin engines that drive success forward. You can have the most brilliant ideas, the greatest vision, and the strongest desire, but without discipline, you'll struggle to turn those ambitions into reality. Discipline is the ability to control yourself, to stay focused on what matters most, and to avoid distractions that will steer you off course. It's about doing the work, even when you don't feel like it, and sticking to your commitments, even when the going gets tough. But discipline alone isn't enough. You need consistency. It's not about the big bursts of effort you put in here and there. It's about showing up day after day and making steady progress toward your goals. Consistency is the difference between those who achieve lasting success and those who only experience short-lived victories. It's the small, repeated actions done over time that compound into extraordinary results. You may not see massive changes overnight, but the key is knowing that every effort you make is building towards something greater. Think about it: a small positive action repeated consistently creates momentum. Whether it's reading a book every day, working on a project for an hour each morning, or simply making an effort to improve a little bit every day, these small actions add up over time. The people who succeed are the ones who make consistency their habit. They understand that success doesn't happen in a single spectacular moment. It's the result of countless consistent steps taken over time. It's important to recognize that consistency also means showing up when you don't feel like it, when it's inconvenient, or when it's hard. This is where discipline truly shows its power. Discipline keeps you going even when motivation fades. Motivation will come and go, but it's your discipline that will push you through the tough times. Success requires a commitment to stay the course. It's about being dedicated to your goals, regardless of the obstacles or setbacks you encounter. Life will throw challenges your way and circumstances will change. But when you maintain your discipline and consistency, you can overcome almost any hurdle. Remember, true success isn't about making big leaps every day. It's about making steady progress, even if it's only one step at a time. It's about making those steps count. The key to long-term success is not just effort, it's focused, consistent effort day in and day out. When you combine discipline with consistency, you create a powerful force that can turn your dreams into reality. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It shapes how you view the world, how you respond to challenges, and ultimately how successful you will become. If you believe you can't achieve something, then you've already defeated yourself before you even try. On the other hand, a mindset that's focused on growth, possibility, and resilience will carry you through even the toughest times. The way you think about your circumstances will determine how you handle them. A positive, growth-oriented mindset doesn't just come from hoping things will work out. It's built on a belief that you have control over your future. It's the conviction that no matter what happens, you can learn, adapt, and improve. When you believe that success is within your reach, your actions align with that belief. You take bold steps, you take risks, and you push yourself harder. But when your mindset is rooted in fear, doubt, or negativity, every setback becomes a confirmation of your limitations rather than an opportunity for growth. One of the most powerful aspects of mindset is how it influences your response to failure. Everyone encounters setbacks, but it's how you handle them that determines your trajectory. A mindset that views failure as a lesson rather than a defeat is the mindset that leads to long-term success. The most successful people are not those who avoid failure. They're the ones who embrace it, learn from it, and use it as a stepping stone to greater things. Your mindset also determines your level of persistence. When things get tough, some people quit because they believe their efforts aren't paying off. But those with the right mindset understand that success takes time and requires patience. They know that the struggle is part of the process and that every obstacle they face is a chance to refine their approach. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, they see them as stepping stones. But mindset doesn't just affect your own success, it influences how others perceive you and interact with you. A positive, confident mindset attracts opportunity, people, and resources. When you believe in your own potential, others are more likely to believe in it too. People are drawn to those who exude confidence, resilience, and an unwavering belief in their ability to succeed. Ultimately, mindset is the lens through which you view everything. If you approach life with a mindset of abundance and possibility, you'll see opportunities where others see obstacles. If you approach it with a mindset of limitation and scarcity, you'll always find reasons why you can't succeed. It's not the circumstances that shape your life, it's the way you choose to think about them. So invest in cultivating the right mindset. Protect your thoughts, challenge negative beliefs, and reinforce the conviction that you are capable of achieving everything you set your mind to. When you change your mindset, you change your entire world. Failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace. Too many people see failure as a permanent mark on their record, something that defines them, something to avoid at all costs. But the truth is, failure is simply a lesson in disguise. It's not the end of the road, it's the beginning of a new path. One that's filled with lessons, insights, and opportunities for growth. The most successful people are not those who've avoided failure, they're the ones who have learned from it. Every time you fail, you have the chance to learn something that will make you better, stronger, and more capable the next time you face a challenge. But if you don't take the time to reflect, to analyze what went wrong, and to adjust your approach, then failure becomes a wasted opportunity. Failure teaches us what doesn't work, but it also reveals what could work if we approach things differently. It shows us where our weaknesses lie, but more importantly, it shows us how to turn those weaknesses into strengths. If you don't learn from your failures, you're destined to repeat the same mistakes over and over. But when you reflect on them, ask yourself what went wrong, and apply those lessons, failure becomes one of the most valuable tools in your journey to success. What's important to remember is that failure is not a reflection of who you are, it's just a part of the process. It's a temporary setback, not a permanent condition. The key to learning from failure is to separate the experience from your sense of self-worth. Just because you failed doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you tried, and that alone is something to be proud of. The way you respond to failure is what truly defines you. If you let it crush your spirit and stop you from trying again, then it has power over you. But if you use it as fuel to keep going, to improve, and to refine your approach, then failure becomes one of your greatest allies. Every setback is an opportunity to grow. The lessons you learn from failure build resilience, grit, and determination, qualities that are crucial for long-term success. So don't be afraid to fail. In fact, seek it out, because each failure brings you closer to your goals. The more you fail and learn, the closer you get to the success you desire. In the end, it's not failure that will hold you back, it's your refusal to learn from it. So the next time you face a setback, don't focus on the defeat. Instead, focus on what you can take from the experience that will make you better next time. And keep moving forward. Failure is only the end if you stop. If you keep learning, it's just another step on the road to success. Purpose is the driving force behind everything you do. It's the fuel that powers your actions and the compass that guides you through life's challenges. Without purpose, your efforts lack direction, and no matter how hard you work, you'll often find yourself questioning why you're doing it. Purpose is what makes your actions meaningful. It's what gives your goals weight, significance, and a deeper connection to your values. When you have a clear sense of purpose, every step you take feels more intentional, and every obstacle becomes an opportunity to strengthen your resolve. Without purpose, life becomes a series of disconnected tasks, a constant grind with no clear destination. It's easy to get lost in the day-to-day demands, to fall into a routine where you're simply moving through the motions, but when you have purpose, you wake up every day with a clear mission in mind. You know why you're doing what you're doing, and that makes all the difference. Purpose is what keeps you going when the path gets difficult. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but when challenges arise, and they will, it's your purpose that will push you through. When the road is tough, purpose gives you the strength to keep moving forward. It provides the resilience needed to weather the storms and continue toward your goals no matter how hard things may get. Purpose also gives your life clarity. It forces you to ask yourself what truly matters and helps you focus on what's important. Without purpose, you can easily become distracted by fleeting desires, external pressures, and the opinions of others. But with purpose, you stay aligned with your true goals, filtering out the noise and staying focused on the things that truly move you forward. When you connect your actions to your purpose, you create a sense of fulfillment that no external reward can match. The pursuit of success becomes more than just about achieving results. It becomes about making an impact, contributing to something greater than yourself, and leaving a lasting legacy. Success becomes a byproduct of living your purpose rather than the end goal itself. Purpose also impacts your energy. When you're working towards something meaningful, you don't burn out as easily. You don't see your work as a chore, you see it as a mission. And because your purpose resonates with your core values, it gives you the motivation to keep pushing even when the road is tough. The work doesn't feel as heavy when you know it's aligned with something greater. Ultimately, purpose is what makes life worth living. It's the reason you wake up every morning, the reason you endure setbacks, and the reason you keep going, even when things get tough. It provides the clarity, motivation, and resilience to make your dreams a reality. If you want to live a life that matters, you must find your purpose, embrace it fully, and let it guide you in everything you do. Because when you live with purpose, you don't just reach success, you create a life that truly matters. Leverage and influence are two of the most powerful tools in the pursuit of success, yet they're often overlooked or misunderstood. Leverage is the ability to multiply your efforts, to use what you have to get more of what you want. It's about using resources, your time, skills, relationships, and even your reputation to achieve greater results with less effort. Imagine trying to lift a heavy object by yourself without the help of any tools. It's nearly impossible. But when you use leverage, it's like adding a pulley to that situation. It turns an impossible task into something manageable, even easy. The key to leverage is understanding that your efforts don't have to be all-consuming. You can get more done by doing less, but doing the right things. Whether it's by delegating, automating, or finding a better way to work, leverage allows you to maximize your time and resources. And the more effectively you leverage your skills, knowledge, and relationships, the greater your chances of achieving success faster. But leverage alone isn't enough. You need influence to make it work. Influence is the ability to affect others' decisions and actions, to persuade and inspire.